I met my 16-year-old self for coffee today. She was about 3 minutes late, and I was about 3 minutes late. Some things just never change. And she ordered a chai latte with soy milk, and I ordered a matcha latte with oat milk, but only because I've already had a cappuccino today. And she asked me a lot of questions, and I answered them for her. Oh, hi. Hi. Long time no see. Okay. Are we happy? Yes, we're happy. But we also learned that happiness is not everything, that happiness is not the emotion that you should always strive for, and that there are going to be times where you're going to have to feel sadness and anger and frustration, and that's okay. And you shouldn't just always strive for happiness. And also the things that you think right now will bring you happiness, like the boyfriend, the apartment, living alone, having a really cool job or a well-paying job, those are not the things that necessarily bring you happiness. I know, it's a bit cliche, but just trust me on that. But yes, overall, we're happy. Did we figure out what we wanted to do, career-wise and life in general? Well, things always take longer than you think. That's just something you have to know, and you will still not have figured everything out. Okay. You're well on your way, you're on the path, and you will have worked in a lot of jobs that you didn't like. You will have learned a lot of things that you don't want to do. And also in that process, you have learned things about yourself that you're pretty good at, and you're on the path of getting even better at. And you've also worked in some jobs that you kind of liked, but you haven't found the thing. And you also realize that that probably doesn't exist. And it's always going to be a journey, and you're going to be okay with that. And you're always going to be able, or you're always going to figure something out. There's no one final destination, but yeah, just know it takes time. Good things take time. And you have not written that book yet. That's okay. You have not started the business, the successful business yet. That's okay too. But you know what you did do? You actually started a YouTube channel, and you're putting yourself out there, and you've also started some hobbies and things that you probably never thought you would do that have given you some sense of direction and purpose as well. Did you ever find a best friend and a group of friends who don't judge you and gossip? Yes. And that will actually be one of the things that you're going to be most proud of. I know, it's hard to believe right now. You will still talk to and actually travel with her. And you just met her now, I know, but you're still going to talk to her. And you know, from high school, you're also still going to talk to her, and you're going to actually get closer after high school. But a lot of people from high school, or most of them, you actually will never see again, and that's fine. And I'm sure right now you're probably like, hey, I'm glad. You will meet a friend who you think will be in your life for a long, long time, and maybe even forever, but she will not be your friend anymore after a couple of years, and that's also okay. The people who are meant to be in your life will be. I know this also sounds cliche, but they really will be. And you know what the best part is though? You will actually get to a point in your life where you will be able to laugh with your friends for hours, talk to them for hours, hang out with them, spend time with them, go on adventures, be completely yourself around them, and you will never have to worry about what they think of you, because you will be surrounded by people who really like you for you. And you will have quite a few beautiful, beautiful friendships. And that's something you can really look forward to. And it will also happen sooner than you actually think it will. Did we ever fall in love? And is it what you imagined? Yeah, you will. You'll have a couple of crushes before that, painful ones too. And then you will find love, and it will teach you that love can be very calm and beautiful, but it will also teach you and bring you the most anxiety that you've ever had in your life. And throughout this whole process, you will learn to trust yourself and trust your gut and just trust yourself as a person. And you'll also realize that romantic love is not everything, and that having a partner or a boyfriend is not going to make your life complete. I know maybe you think that now, but it's not. And you'll also learn to let go of love, and you will still be figuring it out, and that's totally fine. Ooh, are we living in our own apartment? Yes, we are, but it will take you longer than you think. Some detours, and you will live with some people, strangers, for a while in a shared apartment. You'll actually also live with your parents for a few years after high school. And I know right now you're like, no, I want to move out at 18 and live in my own apartment, but just enjoy the time. Trust me, really enjoy the time while you can. And then you will live with a boyfriend, and then not anymore. And you will also then live alone. And everything, all of these phases will have their time, and there will be great things about it and not so great things about it. And just know that there's no perfect living situation. Trust me. Are we confident now? Do we love ourselves? Yes, but it's a journey, and you will have to figure it out every single day. But you will get so much more comfortable in your own skin, and you will find ways to spend time on your own, and you'll be happy with that. And you'll travel alone, and you'll go to coffee shops alone, and you'll just do all these things alone, and you'll be happy doing those alone. And you will not care so much about what other people think of you all the time. You will care less and less and less the older you get. But it takes time as well. And you still will feel, at this point, you will still be a little bit shy sometimes, a little bit self-conscious, a little bit, well, doubting yourself a lot of the time and your self-worth. And that's okay though, because over time it does get better and better. And I've been told that in your 30s, you're even more confident. So it's something to look forward to, even for me. And what's something that surprised you over the years? Well, there'll be a lot of surprising things, trust me. One of them, though, I can tell you now, is that you will be much more extroverted later on than you think. You will have a much more outgoing life. Being around people, you will enjoy it. Because you will be around people that actually lift you up and not drain you. And you will find the activities that you like doing, and you will live in this crazy city of Berlin where you will just go on so many adventures and make so many memories, and it's gonna be amazing. You're actually also gonna be a person that sometimes goes out to clubs and like dances to techno music. I know right now you probably don't even know what techno is, but you will be responsible, don't worry, you'll be okay. You'll take care of yourself, and you will enjoy both nights in on a Saturday night, like just drinking your tea and reading your book, or going to a club or meeting friends for dinner. Like there will be so many activities, and people will always say, wow, how were you ever shy? Like, I can't believe you're shy. I know right now you don't believe me because everyone always tells you that you're shy and quiet, but in a few years you will be much more extroverted. And that's okay. Both is fine, by the way. Both is fine. Also, what's another surprising thing is that you and your sister will live the most different lives from the outside. Like you will literally live on opposite sides of the world, and you will have very, very different lifestyles, but you will be you will be closer than ever, and you will share this special connection, and that's something that will really help you and lift you up. Okay, can you tell me some other things as well? Like, what else should I know? Okay, you want me to tell you everything? No, I'm not going to tell you everything, because some of the things they're going to be a surprise, but I will tell you some other things that you should know. Well, I already told you that, but I'm just going to emphasize it again, that things will take longer than you think. For example, you will live in the suburb in Berlin that you actually always wanted to live in 6 years after you move to Berlin. And yes, you will live in Berlin for 6 years, or longer than 6 years. You will discover and explore hobbies that you already maybe do in some way or form, and completely new hobbies as well. And they will be a surprise. You will also not be married. You will not have kids. You will not have a house yet. Any of that. Okay. And that will be completely okay. You will struggle with anxiety. I already touched on that before. Right now, you probably don't really know what anxiety maybe feels like, or you do, but you don't know that it's anxiety. And it will really teach you so much about yourself. And like I said, you will learn to trust yourself throughout this process. So don't panic when you feel your first panic attack. Ironic. Don't panic when you have your first panic attack. Great advice. Yeah, when you have your first panic attack, it's okay. That's human. You're not crazy. You will not do Taekwondo anymore, which is something you did for many, many years, but you will do a bunch of different sports. You will also not eat meat. I know at the moment you kind of eat fish, but you will not eat meat at all at some point. And you will actually also go vegan and will pretty much stick with it for many, many, many years. You will spend much more time with your grandparents, more than you are probably spending with them now, and you'll be so grateful for all of that time. You will still read and you'll still enjoy reading, but you will have much less time to do it, so really enjoy the time now. Just reading is a luxury now. And last but not least, you will feel cool in your own way. I know that's something that you really want right now. You so badly want to belong somewhere. You don't feel like you fit in. And girl, it's okay. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna fit in because you're gonna feel cool no matter where you go, because you're gonna find your own cool within, and it's gonna be okay. You'll find your way. That's all I'm gonna say for now though. The rest you'll have to find out for yourself. And yeah, thanks for having coffee with me, honestly. It's been so nice to meet you, and I guess I'll see you around.